and stuff like that. And I wear a 45-pound vest on me as well too, and all my exercise and everything that I do to have that extra weight on me.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Everything, chin-ups,
everything,
squats,
everything. I used to do that with the training, everything with rapid speed.
What's going on, y'all? It's Athletes Culture again, coming at you with another video. So that video that you just seen was from the page from Dillian White's page. Dillian White has actually been, he's been on a tear, giving it to Deontay Wilder ever since Deontay Wilder took that ass whooping from Tyson Fury this past Saturday. And like many of Wilder's fans, the excuse making just does not stop. All right. It does not stop. And to be quite honest, I supported Wilder. I support him even after it. But the people he has around him, minus, maybe the trainer that threw in the towel for him, but the people like his fanboys, man, the fanboys, those are so toxic. That is a toxic group of people that really just cannot take a loss. And quite honestly, that fan group, those Deontay Wilder fanboys, they are indicative of the problems that go on in their community. But that's just another discussion. We can go down we can talk at length about that. But these guys, man, you can tell that they had no strong male figures in their families or in their lives in general. Your man's lost, all right? Take it. Everybody else that's not a fanboy believes Deontay Wilder will come back. We know this. Wilder will come back. He just happened to lose to the better fighter. That's all it was. But the excuses will not stop coming. And you see Dillian White and everybody, Dillian White, everybody is just, giving it to Deontay Wilder, just trolling him. Trolling his fans, trolling Deontay especially. And Deontay's getting trolled harder than AJ is, and it has nothing to do with nationalities because Deontay Wilder is a black American or AJ's from the UK. It has nothing to do with that. What it has to do with is that lack of accountability. Lack of accountability and acceptance from Deontay Wilder. He just can't accept the fact that he lost. You see, Adrian Broner went through the same trolling when he thought he beat Manny Pacquiao. It's this type of nigga nonsense that has got to stop. The excuse making. You lost. Go get better. See how you're going to correct it. Come back and we believe that you could possibly win. Nobody's counting you out but yourself with the excuse making. And now you see that they're talking about Eddie Hearn as well as Tyson Fury's managers talking about paying Deontay Wilder some step-aside money so that they can make this AJ Fury fight happen. And honestly, I'm starting to sway towards that. I wanted to see Wilder Fury Part 3, but with this excuse-making Deontay Wilder has going on, dog, it has got to stop. It honestly has got to stop. I mean, it's quite appalling that somebody of Deontay Wilder's stature, the way he gave it and was just busy trashing Anthony Joshua after he lost to Andy Ruiz, trashing him. You would think that Deontay Wilder would come with a level of class and say hey man, you know what? I got to copy what AJ did. He took that L. He fessed up to it, owned it, came back and became a better fighter and won and avenged it. He can do the same. But, Wilder's fanboys and man, you know what? Quite honestly, at this point in time, if we don't see Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury Part 3 happen, it's okay. It is okay because he just can't take a loss. He just can't accept it. And if he comes out Part 3, it's not even going to be a good product because chances are he's not going to train for that fight or improve. It's just going to be the same thing. Him looking for that right hand and trying to get the knockout or come out with another ridiculous suit. And, anybody who watched him take on Ortiz, he came out with the same version of that suit, but in white. Anybody who watched the Ortiz fight will know Deontay Wilder came out in that same exact suit, but in white. Actually, let me even try to look that up. Ortiz Wilder 2. He came out in that same suit, but in white. And we didn't hear nothing about no legs. There we go. There we go. Same type of ridiculous type of suit, but in white. We didn't hear anything about no legs in this one. Because he got the knockout win. But now we switch over to Wilder Fury. You know, we hear about all this 40 pounds, but your man's talking about he trains with 45-pound vest on. So which is it? Which is it? Look at him. Comes out, this don't even look like it weighed 45 pounds, to be honest. Not even at all. Talking about his legs. No, what happened was when you got bopped in the third round and you lost your equilibrium, you got hit with that rabbit punch, you were done. You were toast. And quite honestly, you were getting smoked from the jump. But leave it to people in the LDBC and most of these other Wilder fanboys that just can't accept the fact that they lost. You know, they're worse than women, quite honestly. Worse than women. Because like women, they don't want to accept the responsibility or accountability for anything. Same with these guys. They're the same type of people. And honestly, if they fight again in part 3, if Wilder don't straighten up his act, I hope Tyson Fury puts him on his ass again. And let this put all of Wilder's fans and all the rest of the fanboys to rest. And it's sad to say that because I'm a Wilder supporter. I expected a hell of a lot more from Deontay Wilder. A hell of a lot more. Man. And look at right here. Fury promoter urges Wilder to ditch the rematch rights. Exactly. I don't blame him. If you go be coming in getting bopped like this, look at that. I don't blame him. Because Deontay Wilder and his team have been talking crazy, even on Fight Hype. Leonard Ellerby talking about that, oh, something wasn't right with Deontay Wilder. We get it. You got to protect your little PBC interests because you're afraid that Deontay Wilder may get sensitive and run over to the zone if you say anything negative about him. But that's a problem with a lot of these fighters. You know, that is a problem with them. None of them have the type of mindset to try to come back and, you know, avenge a loss. All of them think they're Floyd. All of them think that they could defend their O and have to be undefeated, but they don't even put in the work like Floyd to even warrant that. None of them put in the work like Floyd. So I don't see why they will even feel like, hey, you know, they're unstoppable when none of them aren't. So, like, all this whining all this talking about, like, oh, Tyson Fury cheated, he had an illegal shot, blah, 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 blah. Please cut it out. Cut it out. And if it's true, and I think it is, that Mark Breland had been fired from Deontay Wilder's camp, good for Mark Breland. You know what? He don't need a Wilder then. Good for him. Because he saved that boy's life. He saved his life. And he's the only person with sense in that group. Only person with sense. And you know what? Wilder keep running his mouth, not wanting to accept responsibility. Then he can look to take on Dillian Whyte, because Dillian Whyte is trashing him all over social media. He can look to try to take on Dillian Whyte, try to see what that mouth do then. Because Dillian Whyte wants that smoke. So chances are Wilder, since he got rid of the best trainer for him at the moment, Mark Breland, he got rid of him. Whoever he picks up, I don't think they can make any adjustment to what he needs to do to beat Tyson Fury in a matter of, like, let's say 3 months, 3 to 4 months. That's not going to happen. So he could take on Dillian Whyte, which I'm sure Deontay can smoke Dillian Whyte. He would definitely smoke his ass. So he could take that on. Dillian Whyte needs the money. He needs the reputation. He needs to build up the star power. So he could take that step aside money and look at it. Proving my point. How is the legs affected when you have nothing on your legs? Nothing of the suit is on your legs. There's no different from what you came in against Ortiz. Look at it. What's the difference, man? Literally. What is the difference? Here and here, what's the difference? Just white and black? Just the excuse making gotta stop, my dude. The excuse making has got to stop. You came out with the same type of suit. Probably made by the same company or the same designer. So you go take this step aside money. You didn't fuck up because you don't want to accept responsibility. You don't want to be a man and accept responsibility. That you need to get better and improve on things. So take the step aside money. Let the real people, real men who know when they're right, know when they're wrong, that are able to tell themselves the truth. Because like I've learned in life, one of the worst lies you can tell is to yourself. And that is what Deontay Wilder and his fanboys are doing. They're lying to themselves. And people who do that do not get better. And I really hope Deontay Wilder, somebody gets to him or he ends up realizing that he needs to cut these fanboys off. The people who don't want to tell him the truth. Because those people don't have his best interests at heart. Because if he had people at his age, I think he's 35 at his age. If he has some people that are willing to tell him the truth, he could be in a much better situation. But right now, they're looking to have him step aside. This is the best chance to have a unified. There's going to be more money made in the UK having a Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua fight anyways. So let that happen. He can go take on Dillian White. But I want to hear what y'all have to say. The excuse making has got to stop from Deontay Wilder and his fanboys. I'm sure you guys feel the same. Like, comment, subscribe down below. I'm out.